Hey farmers, it's Lindsay. Welcome to 3.0. I am so excited to share with you all the changes that we've made. All of those changes have been based on your feedback, your customers' feedback, and we are looking for a much smoother and easier experience with more features, more that you can do this season in Grown By. So let's get started. Let's start with the consumer side. So one nice change on our map to begin with is that now you can search, in addition to certifications and product types and farms, you can also search by farm-generated, user-generated tags. So if you're in a group or you want to feature a production style that you use, you can do that with tags. The next thing, we allow daily schedules. So it used to be that we would have a weekly or bi-weekly or monthly schedule that we would default to. Now you can set up schedules for every day of the week if you would like to. The next thing that we're going to look at here is that farm credit can now be purchased in your store. We've had a lot of requests for this. So customer just goes to your store and adds farm credit to their cart. The next thing we're going to look at is a new feature on checkout. So customers can cover your service fees. They can also offer you a tip, and this is totally enabled by a farm. If you don't want to offer this, it's absolutely fine. But believe me, many of your customers would like to support your farm and like to cover your service fees. So this is both a credit card fee and the co-op fee together. So you'll see a cleaned up landing page here, and so, one of the big changes with Grown By 3.0 is that now Grown By handles all of your invoices. We previously used Stripe, which was becoming more and more expensive for our farmers. So we said, we don't need that. We're going to build our own. So that's what you'll see in Grown By 3.0. You will no longer see invoices in Stripe. One of the advantages of that, other than the cost, is that customers can actually pay invoices in advance. It was previously that they would only pay them when they were due. Now they can pay them in advance. Okay, so let's look at the farmer side. The first thing you'll notice that is a big improvement is the dashboard. The dashboard gives you a stats overview. You can configure it to tell you what happened today, the last week, the last month, or even the last year, or custom dates. You can also see your upcoming distributions and get those sign-in sheets. You can see new orders when they are coming in, your at-a-glance inventory, your open invoices, who owes you money, and payouts when you're getting paid. So like the most important things. Location. We've cleaned up the UI in a lot of places across the app. Everything's just cleanly on one page. The next thing you'll notice here on the schedules page, there are a few tweaks here. It's just cleaner. It's on one page. We've just tried to make understanding schedules a lot easier for more folks, in addition to the fact that we've added the daily frequency that I mentioned before. When you do that, you can add every day of the week and then exclude certain days. So if your shop is open only Wednesday through Sunday, you just exclude Monday and Tuesday. And in addition to that, if you want, you can add additional exception dates for a holiday you might be closed or something like that. You can turn off distributions on those dates. So the next thing I want to show you is products. All right. Products has been cleaned up in a number of different ways, and we have also added new features for products. So one thing is that all of your product information, it is on just one page and not multiple pages. So that's pretty helpful. I know when I'm entering products, that's something that I've struggled with before. Also, associating different schedules with your products is also now a lot smoother. You just add a schedule and then you say, is that product available for just that schedule or less than that schedule on a different frequency or whatnot. The other thing that we've added as a new feature is that now you can associate standard products with CSAs. So if you want to have milk that people buy on a weekly basis, you could do that with a standard product associated with a CSA group. Okay. The other thing that we added is a digital product. So if you're like My Farm and you take actually membership fees for certain locations, you could do that with a digital product. The next thing you're seeing here is that you can configure farm credit in your farm store. So offer that as a product in your store, which a lot of you have asked for. The next thing here we're looking at is customers. So the customer screens, they are cleaned up in many different ways, and you have a lot of new functionality actually as well. So if you want to look at a customer's payments, you would look at them in Stripe. But again, remember, invoices are now all totally in Grown By. So you can adjust their farm credit, you can edit their customer details, which you weren't able to do before if they're just your customer, and you can add notes about your customer, their birthday, or maybe something that they're allergic to. The next thing you can do is create an invoice, which you could in 2.2, but we're just making a little bit more direct here. And then let's go to the orders section. So this is actually a new section of the customer screen. From that customer detail page or from the orders tab, you can cancel individual items on an order or an entire order. The next thing is new orders. So there's a whole new feature where you can create orders. You'll see there's the buy in advance feature, which is totally new. You don't have to just set up an order for the next distribution date, but you can set it up for any date across the availability of a product. So if you, again, we're doing a custom share, you could set it up for, just dates in August or something like that, which I know is a request we get from a lot of different customers. Okay, so we're looking at invoices now. And again, remember that invoices are now in Grown By. You don't have to go to Stripe to see those invoices. So you just click on an invoice and you can download a customer's receipt that you can send to them. You can also view all of your past due invoices from right in Grown By and send a customer a link to pay that invoice if they're overdue. Now we're in payments. This is where you can configure that tip option. You can set up a minimum cart size. So that will be helpful for many of you if you don't want to have a lot of small orders. Okay, guys, we are here for you. If you are already using Grown By and have questions, please reach out to us. We are here to help. If you're new to Grown By, new to the Farm Generations Cooperative, welcome. We are ready to help you get started. So please reach out if you need help. We are happy to sit down for 30 minutes and look at your farm, look at your model, and see how Grown By can help you this season. Thanks so much to everyone who contributed to this, our amazing business team, all of our engineers, and all of you farmers who have written us with your feedback, with your ideas, with your problems. We appreciate it. And this is such a culmination of many amazing people coming together. So thank you all. I'm excited to see your farm on Grown By, and I really hope you enjoy 3.0. Thank you.